Bruce Carrington rose to champion status while showcasing how he's a technical marvel.
What a left hook! The leg is bent once again from Anduhar. What a finish from hometown Brownsville.
As an undefeated pro looking for even bigger fights, he proves to be a challenge for fighters such as Cruz.
Power in those middle rounds. There's a right hand. As it fought to Carrington drops Castro, and he may not make it up. That was a big shot right on the tip of the chin. Doesn't take power.
With the division his to command, his next fight could be his biggest yet.
Shushu finally corrals him. Uppercut on the inside. 3 left hooks, and this fight is over.
On January 29, 2022, Bruce Carrington stepped in the ring with Stephen Brown. Brown was meant to be a test for the amateur prospect as Bruce transitioned into professional ranks.
You know, Valdez, big left hook here from Shushu Carrington on Stephen Brown, as you see him leaning back against the ropes, and his body language has changed completely here.
Yeah, this fight's just a matter of time. Shushu is slowly walking down, breaking down Brown.
And there it is, a left hook, a double uppercut. The legs are bent, and down goes Brown in really bad shape. Those last 2 shots were just absolutely unnecessary, but he was up, and the referee didn't step in between the 2 fighters.
Well, I mean, it's simple. You know, from the previous round, he was dominating. See, that was a frame right there. Setting up, lining up the head for the right hand. But beautiful shot. He had Brown against the ropes. Brown bounced off the ropes and hit him with another uppercut, and then another uppercut. Just beautiful placement right there by the young man, Shushu. Boom, right hand, frame that. Left hook. He was hurt right there. Brown was actually knocked out right before he hit the ground. Boom, right hand, uppercut, another left hook. The referee was a tad bit late.
Brown ended up being Bruce's first professional knockout, and he did it in spectacular fashion with a second-round knockout.
Breaking down Brown.
And there it is, a left hook, a double uppercut. The legs are bent and down.
Almost 2 months later, on March 19, 2022, Bruce faced Yuri Anduhar at Madison Square Garden. While this was Bruce's 3rd pro fight, it was his debut fight in his hometown of New York City, and this was his first fight at a higher weight as he fought in the junior lightweight division.
Well, that's what time it is, Bernardo, for these young guys, and really any fighter. You don't get paid for overtime. You don't go looking for the knockout, but if it's there, you're certainly going to take it. And it looks like, with the kind of shots that Carrington is landing in this first round, that he may be getting another quick knockout tonight.
This is his 3rd professional fight. Always under control. Can fight inside the pocket, can fight outside. He has extremely long arms for a 5'8" guy. Honestly, 72-inch reach.
Anduhar does too, 71-inch, but
yeah, that man is like, this kid is like a quarterback with the IQ of Tom Brady.
Hey, you know, Shushu's got Brownsville on his trunks. He's just following the footsteps.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
oh, nice stick there from Carrington.
You see the flashy combinations. You see the big single shots from Carrington, but the jab is setting it all up. That's why he's able to eat right now.
That uppercut, the body shot, a short right hand from Carrington.
Anduhar has nothing to lose. He's got to let those shots go. He can't become a spectator and allow Carrington to have his way, getting off like this with no answer. Missed a big hook right there.
We'll see that once we move over to ESPN at 10 p.m. Eastern, as Shushu moves in with a very nice right hand.
Hey, Mick the Quick Rivers. Mick the Quick Rivers.
Nice stick there from Carrington.
Oh, Willie Randolph.
See, that's the thing. That's the problem with Anduhar. He's
nice
standing.
Right hand and an uppercut.
Yeah, he's standing right there. He needs to pick up his feet. He needs to do something different. I mean, you're standing right in front of a counterpuncher, a vicious counterpuncher like Shushu. That's what's going to happen. You don't get countered every time. So change things up. Use your feet instead.
He's looking at the shots. He's rolling the shots. He'll get touched every now and again. That's to be expected when you're that close to a punching opponent. But he's landing shots in between the shots of Anduhar right there. That's going to discourage him. And if one gets through, this fight might be over.
Yeah, and those uppercuts are very vicious shots. And now he adds a left hook. Does Shushu Carrington. He's got every punch in the arsenal. They're fast and they're powerful.
See, but the thing
Yes,
that
and they're landing flush.
they are landing flush, but the thing is that every move that he makes has a purpose. That's the difference. Tactically, this man is fantastic. Woo! It's hard to teach.
Got to be very discouraging for the opponent, Anduhar, who had Carrington where he thought he wanted him, and then Carrington dominates the inside.
Keep him in close, work the body, and Carrington has an answer for everything so far. Ooh, nice stick there from Carrington off the feint.
He's anticipating something coming back from Anduhar. So he doesn't strike me as a fighter who's falling asleep or getting too comfortable.
Yes, he's nice inside, whether it's the uppercut or the short left hook. A headbutt that caused the cut. Both fighters coming in. There's the clash of heads. Then comes the punch, and you see that it was already open.
Fueled Anduhar. He had a nice 15 seconds right there, having pinning Carrington in the corner on against the ropes and landing the combinations. Oh, nice. Ooh. Always puts himself in harm's way. So, I worry about him when he gets in there with big punchers. Will he be standing there, or will he do something completely different and use his feet?
You see Anduhar giving everything he's got
to land a punch.
See another headbutt there from Yuri Anduhar. Then he gets clipped with a nice uppercut from Shushu Carrington.
Shoot, he don't have the muscles on his head either like I do.
That's true.
Carrington stepping up for the first time to a 6-round fight. This is the 4th round he's been here. We'll see how he does here as the fight progresses. Nice right hand from Carrington.
Yeah, Carrington's not a one-punch guy, knockout guy. More, he has snap on his shots. He can get your attention and get your respect. But he's going to be more a break you down systematically type of guy if he don't produce knockouts. Not with one punch.
He's going to continue to mature. His punch will get stronger. He'll become more accurate, more skillful, and find better ways to set big shots up. And it's really about the punch that you don't see that gets a fighter out of there.
Nice left from Shushu Carrington. Now he digs to the body. Right to the body. Carrington now doing work downstairs in round 4, changing the focus of his attack.
And Anduhar does not like, and because nobody likes to get hit down there.
Oh my goodness. The body shots is what set up this
Look
right
at
here.
the legs. And here we see Anduhar holding on. Can Carrington put the finishing touches on? Right hand from Carrington. Anduhar now trying to dig deep. Half a minute left here, round number 4. Nice jab from Carrington. Kind of shook the legs of Anduhar.
Situation, so you want him to touch the waters on the way up, face some resistance, and he's faced some tonight with Anduhar, and he's responding well.
Oh, nice uppercut there from Carrington. Charging him about $8 a gallon so far tonight going downstairs.
Carrington setting him up.
It's looking ugly.
That's what he's doing. He's setting him up. He's letting them work. Now using the jab, sticking him on the outside, and here comes the counter.
What a left hook! The leg is bent once again from Anduhar. What a finish from hometown Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. Bruce Shushu Carrington.
Look at this. Check this out. The tactical work is how, when, and why you do things. Everything should have a purpose. There's the right hand over the top of the jab. Left hook right on the money, right on the chin. And then you see the defensive effort after the fact from Carrington. Beautiful slip counter right there to the outside. Boom.
Let's
Left
listen
hand on
to
the
it.
inside.
Let's listen to it in real time because it was devastating. I mean, that's the beauty of those shots, Dre, is that you end up looking up at those lights here at the Hulu Theater, and Shushu just shined.
This finish still remains one of Carrington's most violent highlight reel moments, and it was cited as a 2022 KO of the Year nominee. On April 8, 2023, Bruce fought on the undercard for Shakur Stevenson versus Shuichiro Yoshino against Brandon Chambers. At the time, both fighters were undefeated, so this was a true test against a fighter with 9 victories and 5 of them coming by way of knockout.
Shushu was mentioning the fact that nice right and followed up by a left by Shushu, and yeah, Chambers felt that.
It's closer to the end than the beginning.
You know, we talked about Shushu enjoying the fact that he's on the same card with Shakur, Jared Anderson, Kelvin Davis, Troy Isley.
We may not see this, may not see another round if it keeps going this way, but yeah. Look. Whew.
Yeah, he's on shaky legs, and now a left hook from Shushu Carrington, who said, I want to stay poised, and I'm going to put my punches together, and that's exactly how he's breaking down Chambers.
All right, I want you to pay attention to how consistent he is. Yeah, check out this left hand right here in the inside. I looked like it was high on the head, right on the forehead.
Cuffing.
It was more as a cupping shot right there. I don't know if it did a whole lot of damage. It was high on the head.
Oh, nice left hook to the body. It's just upstairs and downstairs work from Carrington as Chambers seems to have found his legs. Oh, I heard that one. That did not feel good. Now, you know what wasn't easy work was the sparring that Shushu was getting in preparation for this fight, because our main event fighter last week, Robeisy Ramirez, who won the featherweight title against Isaac Dogbe, was his sparring partner out in Vegas, so he was getting excellent work.
And that's what Ramirez did. He called on this young man to get him ready for the biggest fight of his life, because he knows that Shushu is talented.
Ooh, short
nice
right hand.
Right hand. Chambers right now, he's just surviving. He's fighting to survive right now. He does have a tight guard, and Shushu's having a difficult time trying to get through that and try to penetrate that guard.
Blood now streaming from the nose of Chambers. There seemed to be another headbutt and then a combination of punches from Shushu Carrington. Nice body work from Shushu. This time, it's very different than the last round. He's taking his time. He's finding his openings or creating them, as Shushu has Chambers pinned against the corner, and down goes Chambers.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Chambers doesn't want to get up.
10. That's it. That's it.
Fight is stopped by Harvey Dock as Shushu Carrington improves to 7-0, earning his 4th stoppage victory, making Brownsville proud once again.
You don't have much resistance coming back, but what you can judge by this performance right here is just the finish. He was able to figure it out. That's what it's all about. You know, Chambers was using that high guard, and he was squatting, leaning forward. He was making it difficult for Shushu to land body shots, and occasionally he'll land an uppercut up the middle and splitting the guard, but, you know, great finish right here. He just pummeled him right there in the corner. Let his combinations go. Those shots right there are hard shots. And just because they're not hitting, you gotta understand, Chambers' gloves is hitting himself in the process.
In the end, it was Bruce who would walk away, continuing to carry the undefeated hype, and he did so by adapting and breaking through Chambers' compact high guard. On June 10th, 2023, Bruce Carrington faced his most experienced veteran opponent by taking on Luis Porozo, who had represented Ecuador in the 2008 Olympics. Porozo proved to be a highly resilient opponent, and he would be the first to make Carrington prove his endurance in a full fight.
It's big. Porozo looks a lot bigger than Carrington, not in height, but in stature. He just looks thicker in the body, but he had their own flavor and their own style and their own swag. And New York kids, back in the amateurs, they always seemed older than their age, and they always seemed like they had to grow up fast, and they seemed like old heads even though they were young.
There's that new combination from Shushu Carrington, and that speed on the inside, and then a left hook from the fighter out of Brooklyn.
Porozo thought he wanted to be there. He landed a shot, or had partially landed a shot that Carrington blocked. Then Carrington lit off.
Ooh, nice counter right from Carrington.
High-level stuff
catch
right
and
there.
shoot. Up on the inside.
He doesn't want to commit because he's getting countered like he just did. So now you see Porozo inside hesitating when early in the round he was thrown.
He has a car that he uses as an Uber back home, and he owns a motorcycle that his family runs as a delivery service, so he's an entrepreneur as well as a fighter. Nice right uppercut from Carrington. Fighter with 6 losses in his professional career, goes up and down in weight. He was stopped by Raymond Murataya. He also lost to both cousins, Henry Lebron, who just saw earlier tonight, and Orlando Gonzalez by decision of his fighters and up-and-comers, as you see the right hook from Shushu Carrington with a right hook. It sounds self-serving.
Yeah.
Like, man, what you talking about? You've never been in there. If you say it, there's some credence to that. Right uppercut
That's
there
what
from
Porozo needs to
Shushu.
get off right there. Don't let Carrington.
Love it when there's that connection between the two, because you're not just yelling at a fighter, you're actually having a conversation and you're showing him and leading him to see what you're seeing.
Right, and it lets you know that the fighter, if he's talking back, that he's calm. That's where Porozo wants to live. Dangerous spot, but so is being mid-range or outside. There's really no safe spot with Bruce. Can't let the shot go. Just like that.
Ooh, and that's exactly what Kei Kuroma asked for. Why aren't you bumping him when you're on the inside, creating that space and setting up? Bump and punch.
Carrington is dangerous when he feels like he's got his fighter. Ooh, on the way, hurt and reeling. Punch selection in time.
Porozo right now looks lost.
Well, he's being outskilled. He's been hurt, and he realizes that his size. Good shot from Carrington.
And that was a left.
Carrington, he lets the shot go, and it typically lands flush. Good sneaky right hand right there, but that's what Porozo has to do. He's got to throw when Carrington throws or right after Carrington throws.
What is it Jordan said? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Carrington's shoulder right hand tried to get one over on Porozo and land a hook, but
pace slowing down a little bit here in round number 5. Porozo not willing to throw, and Shushu looking for the openings. Creates a double.
Now, Porozo's not going anywhere, and Carrington got some work in front of him.
Ooh, that was a nice short left hook from Carrington as Porozo tried to commit with the right hand. It up, many ways to say it. And that set up a nice body shot from Carrington on Porozo. That left hook to the solar plexus.
Dominate and still learn and ultimately still win in the process.
That's a nice check left hook as Carrington was countering, and now he's digging downstairs.
Yes, I like the whole combination, the sequence, and the punch selection from.
He's waiting for one punch and to just pounce. He's so close. That's the third time this round, and there it is. A two-punch combination with 43 seconds left, Dre. It's premature.
I'm not sure what that was about right there. Porozo hadn't shown anything that he hadn't shown throughout the fight. He's taken all the shots well. He may stumble back, but his facial expression didn't change. His eyes weren't, dilated or big. From what I saw, he seemed to be just fine, and the fight was almost over. I'm not sure what that was about.
Yeah, you got to give.
He kind of tipped himself off because he kept saying, show me something. It's a half little shot right there. Good shot right there, two-piece. I mean, you get hit with a two-punch combination like that, you're going to stumble back, but I'm looking at the eyes of Porozo, and he blocked actually the left hook. He's fine enough to push the ref back and sort of argue with him. It's a bit.
On August 26th, 2023, Bruce Carrington fought Angel Antonio Contreras at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Angel was a proven, tough and gritty fighter out of Mexico who brought relentless pressure into the ring.
Being considered one of the next great prospects in the sport can come with a lot of pressure, and while that might be too much for some, Shushu Carrington for a long featherweight like Shushu Carrington, who now is digging to the body of Antonio Contreras.
You know,
Cachorro means cub. Nice right hand. He's the cub because his dad was a fighter.
And every now and then he'll dig down to the body, and you see right there just reacting. That's called catching. It's a message to your opponent as well.
Absolutely.
Sends a message. Ooh, look at that, getting off onto the angle right there. A whole lot of openings. When he does let his hands go, oh my goodness, look at that. Up and down, switching, going to the left, going to the right, going down to the body, stepping back. It's good work.
Corner, Armando Cerda Salinas is asked for body work, but that means he opens himself up to a counter right. You see the quick hands of Shushu Carrington, who lands about 7 unanswered punches.
And so another thing that isn't as skilled and this good, and he's going to get stronger and stronger. And he's going to find creative ways to get guys like this up out of there. As you can see right now, still has a few rounds to go to soften this man. Not good enough. And then you're just pounding on him. You see, and you start wearing him down, and you start beating on him mentally. That's what it is. You beat on him mentally and physically at the same time.
That body
Three
work.
Man, did he just do 3 left hooks?
Yep. That's to...
Ooh, jeez.
That's a power jab.
On February 16th, 2024 at Madison Square Garden, Carrington faced Bernard Torres in a full 10-round featherweight bout. Coming off of an active 2023 year where he had 5 fights and 5 victories and won the Ring Magazine Prospect of the Year award, fans had high expectations for Bruce.
Your opponent can see it. He does it there.
Well, it's got to come up before it goes.
Exactly. Good
There's
shots
that
right
lead
there.
right
There it
hand
is.
from Carrington, and then follows up his work.
Picking up that Torres is actually trying to counter his counter.
Yes.
And he countered him.
A good left hook, and now the right hand connects upstairs.
When things seem a little bit off, we're going to see how he delivers.
Good headshot that time on the inside. Uppercut and a big knockdown score. My oh my, Shushu, hometown hero, knockout scored. Devastating power from Shushu, Brooklyn born, and does it at home.
Again, put that pressure on Shushu, marching forward, got the high guard up. Just waiting, anticipating. Lets the right hand go. Boom. Loop the right hand. Didn't throw it straight that time. Just taking advantage of Torres being in a terrible position. You see him squared up right here. Trying to fire back. Never saw that punch coming. Here it is again. Different angle. Shushu putting that high guard up. Nice little pull right hand. But he was able to step back.
Listen to this. That rear hook. That's good stuff. Man, and you see that right leg.
He didn't disappoint as he defended his hometown reputation by knocking Torres out in the 4th round. On June 8th, 2024, at Madison Square Garden, Bruce once again got to fight in his hometown against Brian Degrassia. Originally, Bruce was set to fight Jose Enrique Vivas, but after a visa delay a week before the event, Degrassia was chosen as a quick sub.
So what Shushu's trying to do, he's trying to get him to work. He's trying to get him to overwork himself, wear himself down. And
Oh, good left hand.
There it is.
Shushu lands a left hand at the end of round 2. Oh,
big shot
sharp
on the
right
inside.
hand, timed well.
Nice, just rolling the shoulders right there.
And then a left hook to the body. Oh, he
big
got
right
caught
hand.
as he tried to open up with an uppercut. Degrassia said, I'm going to take some risk.
Again, that left hook is what he's looking for. Ooh, big shot. Combination on the inside.
3-punch combination, came back with the right hand.
Okay, come on. Don't look for the whole run shot all the time.
And the ability defensively to get out of the way.
But if you misjudge or mistime one of those punches, they can get in there. That right hand can get in there. Counter right hand.
His last fight was here in New York back
Nice
in February.
roll. He hurt him with that body shot. I was right in the spleen, Tess.
There's that left uppercut.
Nice right hand. Uh-oh. Here it is. Shushu now understands, and he's now coming forward. No, that's a part of boxing as well. You got to be able to sense that.
See the blood?
And that killer instinct. Here it comes.
Here he comes. Shushu Carrington turning it on here and scores the knockdown.
He smelt it. That was a big last round for Shushu Carrington right there. Just stepping out, half a step back to create that space for that right hand. But when he decides, Tess, to let those hands go, he's accurate. He's precise with these shots, deadly with these shots. Degrassia did everything that he possibly can to try to stay on his feet. However, Shushu landed that right hand right there that knocked the equilibrium off of Degrassia. Nice uppercut. Good inside right there, work from Shushu.
See the damage. Left hook lands. Just missed with the right hand. Digs to the body, doubles it up. Downstairs and upstairs.
Yeah, Shushu's right brain. He's just smart.
Boy, did he want that left hook, Timmy?
That's what he wants. Either a pull or a roll.
That right hand's been on the target. There's a combination. Oh, Shushu smiles and shakes his head. Punches hasn't landed many of them, only 11%. There's a two-punch combination. Try the up jab.
There it is.
There's that right hand you said to look out for.
Showing a new wrinkle. I didn't know he could switch southpaw, Tess.
Well, he's in such control. Hands are down, and he lands that.
For Degrassia.
There's a combination on the inside, and he nearly puts him through the ropes. Second knockdown scored.
Want to continue?
No, he didn't go down. However, the ropes, if they weren't there, he would have went down. Nice short right hand, just combinations. Getting Degrassia out of position. Just on the retreat right now, just trying to survive these last couple of rounds. Remember, short notice. 10-day replacement. But a nice, crisp, short right hand in that combination right there. Caused trouble. There it is. He would have went down if the ropes weren't there. Oh. Shushu toying now. He's just toying with him now. Shushu right now still being defensively responsible right now, although he's in total control right now, and seems like he sees the punches coming before they even thrown. But if he gets too complacent at times, he can get caught.
Degrassia trying to circle and continue to circle here in round number 8. Shushu finally corrals him. Uppercut on the inside. 3 left hooks, and this fight is over. As he says, right here in New York City.
That's the reason why Degrassia was getting away. But when he started to put him, he had him on the ropes, he started putting punches together, then you force the referee to have to do his job and protect Degrassia. But this is a nice finish right here. Slow-paced fight, just took his time. Great headshot, yes it was. But just taking his time, systematically breaking down Degrassia. Excellent finish right there from the young, talented Shushu Carrington.
The rising featherweight contender who hopes to fight for a title and claim a belt in the next half a year. And if you look at the landscape,
Bruce was forced to adapt his game plan against a last-second opponent in the best way. On September 27th, 2024 at Madison Square Garden, Bruce jumped in the ring with Suleiman Sagawa. Sagawa was viewed as a highly dangerous trap opponent, and Bruce knew that his #1 ranking was at stake.
Okay, gentlemen, you have your instructions. Obey the commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Right now, we're going to call it on the brown, right here on the green. Tap it up. Let's go to work.
The underdog, Sagawa. He became a huge deal after his victory over Ruben Villa, the #1 ranked fighter by the WBO. And tonight he has a chance to take out the WBA #1 in Bruce Shushu Carrington. Doesn't give it up easy.
No, he doesn't give it up easy, but at the same time, you got to understand that he went in their backyard.
Yeah, yet in his heart, he knows that he belongs. He's still trying to find his legs underneath him as Sagawa continues to pressure. Not the relentless pressure he used against Ruben Villa, a smarter pressure.
It's smart, exactly. Technical pressure.
And body work there from
Look like Shushu's starting to get in the rhythm now. He's finally found the rhythm of Sagawa. He's starting to counter after Sagawa punch. Now he's getting physical on the inside. He's shortening up his shots.
And that's a difference between blocked by Carrington, but you can see that Carrington's looking for one shot right now, and Sagawa's throwing more combinations. Not lining quick, but quick enough. But this is Shushu's town, and see a nice shot there from Sagawa, and now a right hand from Shushu Carrington.
A lot in that backhand.
Karoma has been a part of the promotion for the main event, but he's also in the corner of Shushu Carrington. Tim, what did Kay tell you? 8th round of Carrington Sagawa. Things have not opened up for either fighter as of yet. Nice left there from Sagawa as he puts a combination together.
That Sagawa gave him this evening.
Well,
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Because that's what we've seen inside the ring. Sula with the jab and...
On March 29th, 2025, Bruce knew that he had to prove that he could return to form when he faced Jose Enrique Vivas. After a controversial decision win over Sagawa, Bruce needed to prove that he was still the powerhouse that fans had come to love.
No struggles whatsoever.
Nice left uppercut, there it is.
Nice setup.
Now let's see if Carrington wants to do this over 10 rounds. And you see the overhand right landing for Vivas once again. The answer, a double right. Overhand right and an uppercut, and down goes Vivas here in the second round.
4, 5, 6, está bien, 7, 8, camina para mí.
Ooh, what a snapping right hand, a right uppercut from Shushu, and he's looking to finish this fight. 2 decision wins. He doesn't want to make it 3. The legs are wobbly, and Shushu is on top of Vivas here in the second round. Oh, another snapping right hand. Vivas' legs are not under him.
I mean, the punishment that Carrington doled out after Vivas got up was impressive. But there, that left hook once again. And even though Vivas his hands are there, Carrington punches right through it, and he finds an opening there for the right.
Legs are going.
Look, what a right lead right from Shushu Carrington. And now he's just going to let Vivas walk right into something. And there he is. That's a good stoppage from Raul Paez Jr. He wasn't throwing punches, and the referee steps in at just the right time.
Just moving. You know, you can take advantage of your opposition's aggression. You know, Shushu's extremely smart fighter. He knew that Vivas was going to do most of the work for him. You see him here land the trap right there, high guard, and he pulled right there with that right hand, catching him as he was coming in. Double impact. You see the legs of Vivas right there. Little shaky. Raul Paez Jr. did a great job right there in saving Vivas.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still the WBC, WBO #1 ranked featherweight and the defending NABF WBO Intercontinental Champion. He is still undefeated. Bruce Shushu Carrington.
Carrington very clearly was ready after winning this WBC featherweight title eliminator, and he ended up being the first to ever stop Vivas in the ring. On July 26, 2025, Bruce returned to Madison Square Garden to face the Nambian contender, Mateus the Beast Hayter. Once again, Bruce found himself facing an undefeated opponent, but this time, the vacant WBC interim featherweight world title was placed on the line.
There's a right hand as he followed Shushu straight back. Hayter's able to land that right hand, and then a left hook on the inside.
I don't care where you come from. You start hitting a fighter downstairs, you're going to start breaking him down.
Hayter just came in with a right hand again, and Shushu met him with a right hand to the body.
72-inch reach. Hayter got a pretty big reach himself. Good body work right there from Shushu on the inside.
There it goes right back to it, Timmy. Oh,
Good
just
body
missed
work.
with that
Nice counter.
right hand. Counter with the right hand to the body as well.
And sooner or later, Shushu's going to start landing shots like that. Because
There's that countering opportunity.
He got his timing down. Good jab.
Jab, and then that right hand to the body again, and then gives an angle, leaking out to the right side. Comes back with a lead left hook.
You know, Hayter's taking some on the chin. I don't know for how long, but however, as of right now, he's dealing with it all right. And he's getting hit clean with some shots.
Right in the pocket as they exchange, and Shushu likes what he sees. Oh, that
Nice
short
right
right
hand.
hand worked, didn't it? He shortened up that
That was
right
nasty.
hand in the midst of the 3-punch combination. So the featherweight average is 16 punches landed per round. His previous fight, he was over 20. Tonight, 8.4. Enough said. Oh, good short right hand after he went down to the body by Shushu Carrington. 36% have been to the body. He's landed 53 body connects as he goes to the body. There with 2 punches to get it going. You see the level changes.
You know, coasting the victory. Easy fight, easy win. Easy pickup of the interim world championship.
All 3 in favor of the winner, still undefeated,
And now, the WBC Interim Featherweight World Champion, Bruce Shushu.
Bruce proved that he could last in a full 12-round championship fight, and he captured world title gold as he was crowned champion. With an overwhelming knockout finish, Bruce was officially crowned as the WBC Featherweight World Champion. Comment who would win between Bruce Carrington and Isaac Cruz, and like and subscribe for more. Goodbye.